Okay, so now we are ready for number 4 on our 7 skills to building your business. Just to recap real quick, number 1 was finding prospects and connecting with people. Number 2 is inviting people to look at your company and our products. And number 3 was presenting, doing it in a way that duplicates and is simple. So number 4 is follow-up, and Eric Worre said that the fortune is in the follow-up. Make sure you are consistent with your follow-ups. If you've talked to somebody about our products, if you have somebody trying the products, if someone's interested in what is Plexus, what does it have to offer, make sure you try and follow up with each person. And he says that it takes about 4 to 6 exposures before someone decides to join you in your business. Number 5 and 6 I've kind of grouped together. 5 is the closing, and number 6 is getting people started. So his advice was every new person that joins you, you should give them 1 to 1.5 hours of your time from the very beginning and tell them what you have experienced, what works for you, what hasn't worked for you. Let them know where the tools are to help them, where resources are, and do everything you can do in that hour to hour and a half to get them off to the best start possible. He says do not give them what's called the Nike start, which is you get somebody to join you and just kind of tell them we'll just go out and do it and kind of leave them alone to figure things out. Congratulate them. You know, sometimes people may be a little bit nervous, wondering if they're going to be able to do this. Let them know that they've made a good decision and you're going to be there to help them and get them off to the best start possible. And then he said something, and when he said it, it kind of threw me for a second, but the more I've thought about it, it is true. He says get people trained and away from you as quickly as possible. He says if they're not independent of you, they won't be as successful. So get them trained, let them know everything that you know, get them to where they can go out on their own and they can do their own events, they can do their own phone calls, hold their own meetings so that they won't have to rely on you and they can be as successful as they want to be. And then finally ask them, you know, over the next 90 days, you're going to have some ups, you're going to have some downs. When you have the downs, how do you want me to handle those? What does that look like to you? Do you want me to send you an email to encourage you? Do you want me to call you? Let me know what you want my role to be in that. And then number 7 is building for events. He says this is huge and we should promote events. Plexus has 2 coming up. January 4th is our Super Saturday, and then our convention is May 29th through June 1st. Plexus has done all of the work in this, and so all we need to do is just invite people and get them there. He told us this formula, and that is you will earn approximately $1,000 per year per person that you have attend a big event. So make the events the centerpiece, drive big numbers, set your goals, how many people your team is going to bring to each event, and market those. And I wanted to just give you, so those are our 7 skills to building your business. And I wanted to talk to you about, he said there's only 2 kind of objectives we're going to get from people. Number 1 is that person has a limited belief of network marketing. They've had a bad experience before. They think it's not for them. And the second thing is the person has a limited belief in themselves. They think they can't sell. They think they're not going to be able to, they don't know enough people. And the best way to relate to this one is with empathy. You know, you could say, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found. And just be willing to spend the time with people. Ask them some questions. You know, if you review my material, how much money would you need to make on a part-time basis for it to be worth your time? How many hours a week could you commit to that? And how many months would it take for you to see if this is going to work for you? How many months are you willing to commit? And then tell them, if I can show you how to develop that part-time income, would you be ready to start? So those are some skills and just the highlights of what he went over, and I hope that you all can use these things and put them into action and build your teams.